All right, I'm here with Coach Ryan Ray of Manchester Central, the Little Green, featured in our game of the week against Bishop Girton. Coach, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Your team, do they have an axe to grind this season, given how, I suppose, last season ended with a loss in the Turkey Bowl and a missed trip to the playoffs? Do you, as a coach, use that as motivation at all?
Not at this point of the season, but we certainly use that as motivation every day in the weight room over the winter, the spring, and the summer. That's certainly something that our seniors want to change. But once we got to August 12th, it's a new year, it's a new page. Turn the page and let's get rolling.
Anything new for you from a coaching standpoint? Any new methods, new techniques, or is it just business as usual again from a coaching point of view?
Well, from a coaching point of view, we always try to get better. Obviously, with a crappy record that we had last year, that's as much on the coaching staff as it is the players. You were a team, all for one, one for all. So if you have a less than desirable result from a season, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I got to do a better job as well. So, we're all trying to get better. The coaching staff's trying to get better, and hopefully we're heading in the right direction. Again,
Manchester Central head coach Ryan Ray is our guest here on Friday Night Lights. Let's talk a little bit about that senior group. You got a lot of guys returning. You mentioned off air that Will Lyons is not expected to play with an ACL injury, but besides that, it seems like on paper anyway that you're deep class-wise at the senior spot.
Yeah, I definitely think this is one of the best senior classes I've had. We may not have the best players, in the state. We may not be the best players in the world, but we got 22 seniors that really made a big commitment to the program and really worked hard for the last 4 years, and we're certainly hoping it's going to pay off for them, and we'll get to send them out on a high note with a great senior year football season.
You've got a few captains, 3 captains, all seniors, Jacob Stanko, Israel Karazi, and Nick Tyler. Why those 3?
I think those are the 3 hardest working kids that we got in the program. And again, I don't want to take anything away from the other 19 guys that aren't captains. We really did have a great group of seniors that really committed a lot of time and effort in the off season and preparation and lifting and just being together and really being a tight knit group. So we got a great group of seniors, but those 3 really, stood out among their peers, and we couldn't ask for better captains.
Game plan wise, it's always seemingly been a pretty good mix of the run and throw from an offensive standpoint. Does that stay consistent idealistically for you this season?
I hope so. We have a real good group of, at least numbers wise and talent wise, wide receivers. We got a bunch of seniors out there with a couple nice juniors. We have 5 senior offensive linemen, followed right up by about 3 or 4 more juniors on the offensive line. Multiple running backs, multiple quarterbacks, and multiple tight ends. So offensively, you would think that we should be pretty well balanced. But going into any one game, obviously situations are going to dictate what we're doing. So if we need to run the ball more, we'll run the ball more. If we need to throw the ball because maybe we're behind and we need to score quick, that's certainly something that we're going to try to do. At this point in the season, nobody really knows what you are yet. We have high hopes and we have high expectations. But it may be a little bit before we realize those, high expectations.
Again, Little Green head coach Ryan Ray, our guest here on Friday Night Lights. Central and Bishop Girton doing battle on Friday night. Tell me a little bit about your quarterback, Coach.
Well, we have 2 of them right now. We have Jacob Stanko, a senior. He will be starting parts of his 3rd year Friday night. He's a great kid. He's one of our captains. He's, I believe, a 2-time state champion in the javelin. He's almost a straight A student and just a wonderful human being, hard worker. He's a bigger, stronger, run-throw type quarterback. And then our other quarterback is Anthony DeMauro, also parts of 3-year starting quarterback. He's got a little bit more quarterback-savvy pocket presence. But they both bring a lot of good things to the table, and they bring some different things to the table. So if I had to describe the 2 of them, again, I'd say Anthony's a little bit more of the gunslinger quarterback, and Jake would be a little bit more of the Tim Tebow run around and maybe knock a couple people over type quarterback. So it's a good situation to have.
You think this is the year maybe it pays off for at least one of those guys, the experience, being a senior, being a 3rd year now starter, as you mentioned? Do you expect really a breakthrough from one, if not both guys?
Yes. We expect big things from all our seniors because we've been in the situation where a lot of these seniors have played a lot of football for us. The last couple of years, record-wise, has been a little bit of a struggle, but that's a good thing for this class because a lot of the 22 guys have played an awful lot of football for us the last couple of years. So we're excited to get out there on Friday night and see what it looks like for real. And if it goes our way, then we're excited to get off at a fast start. If it doesn't go our way, then at least we'll have some game film and have some ideas of what we need to change, fix, so we can get on that winning path.
Finally, Coach, what can you tell me about Bishop Girton?
I have no idea. We have no idea anything about them, unfortunately. We're going into this one a little bit blind. New program, new coach. We hear that they're fast, they're well-disciplined, which you would expect from a Bishop Girton team. But we don't know. A new coach brings a new identity, a new fingerprint to the program, and we'll just have to go out there and try to be ready for anything they throw at us.
Funny, because Coach Moore said pretty much the exact same thing about you guys. You like it better that way, Coach? Not knowing the opponent, or do you like, are you a tape guy, I guess, is the question.
Yeah, I'm 100% a tape guy. There is no comfort in tomorrow night's game until the game is going to be over. We could play anyone on our schedule, and I'd feel a lot more comfortable than who I'm playing tomorrow night or tonight, whenever you broadcast this game. But Bishop Girton's going to definitely present a lot of problems for us because we know they've got great athletes. They know they've got hard-nosed kids. What we don't know is really anything that they're doing. We haven't seen them. They didn't attend the Jamboree this year. It might be just a media blackout coming down from Nashville down there. So, no, it's certainly not any coach he's comfortable with. But those are the cards. It's certainly easy to go play. Oh, I can't say that. That sounds stupid. It's easier to play a Pinkerton team where Coach O'Reilly's been there for 30 years. Now, it's not going to be easy because Pinkerton's probably going to smash you in the head and beat you by 50 points. But it is easier to prepare for a Pinkerton team or a Bill Ball team over an Exeter or any of the other Nashua teams, the Dante Lorende North, the Scott Knight South. It's definitely difficult when you go into somebody that, you don't have a little bit of history with.
Good point, Coach. As usual, we appreciate it. Good luck on Friday against Bishop Girton for sure, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime, guys.